All right, guys, in today's episode, we're talking more about mask. A pretty cool option here. You've got a lot of different ways you can customize these. So I think you'll enjoy this. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we talk about all things bearded. And today we're talking more about beard-friendly masks. I think we've done a whole slew of these videos in a series. I think it's about 10 videos or so. So you can go back and check out some of those other styles if you wish. But today we're talking about a company on Etsy. We're talking about Tippy Organics. Tippy, I think, watched one of my other videos on YouTube about masks and contacted me. So she's got 3 different sizes and 3 different ways you can get the ties to attach them to your face. Very cool that you can kind of get one tailor-made. You get a whole kind of consultation when you order one of these things. So they go for $22, but I do have a code BANJO15, and I'll put a direct link below. When you click on that and you order the mask, it becomes 15% off, and I think that's with free shipping as well. So it looks to be a really good deal. Yes, it turns out to be $18.70, and that's shipping and everything. So that's a good price for being able to get one that's customizable. And so a lot of unique things about these. First of all, let's talk about the different options for the ties. One of them has the ones that just kind of go over your ears like this, okay, like your traditional surgical mask do. It does have a small nose wire in it, which works good to keep things in place. The other thing that's really cool about this, it does have a filter in between the layers here. So you get 3 layers: the front of the fabric, the back of the fabric, and the filter itself. So it's cotton and poly cotton blends on that. But it's made at the bottom so that it kind of curves under your chin. So if you've got a really super long beard, you may have some issues. But other than that, it's going to work for every other face, whether you've got a beard or not. The good thing that I like about this is it's just stiff enough where it does not push against my mustache. My mustache does not go in my mouth when I wear these. Also, with the wire and the way it's shaped here, you get a good flush fit across your face, which will help you if you wear glasses like myself to keep them from getting fogged up. The one thing I might suggest is to make these a little bit longer, and that way you can add the little plastic tabs. That would be a little more customizable for people who may have different size faces. I think that could be one added benefit to these particular masks. So there's one type is where you've got just the ear straps that go over it. All right, and then the other ones have some sort of tie to it. I've never seen one exactly like this. So this one's got one where the top part goes around your head, and then you can tie the ones at the bottom. And this is the medium sized for your beard. By the way, the first one was just a little bit short for me, and I've got pretty long beard for some people. My beard's at like 3.5 inches. So if anything up to about a 3-inch beard, this would work well. If it gets a little bit longer than that, it's going to start to really wrap under your chin a little bit, and it may put a little bit of a wave in your beard. But you got more options to choose from. So on this one, let me show you how it goes. It goes over your head here for this part, and then you can tighten this up to tighten your nose piece down. And then the ones at the bottom, you can just tie it around the bottom, ever how you want. Okay, so that works really well. I think when I go back to teaching in the classroom, I'm going to use this one. When might you want to use this one instead? If you're having to take your mask on and off a lot, you probably want this kind because it doesn't wrap around your head. All right, this particular one would be more of a long-term thing. I can always take it over my head if I want to take a sip of water and put it back over. Would be one thing you could do with that. The other thing that I would suggest for Tippy is you can get some of these little doodads here, like drawstring attachments. I got them off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the bottom, and this could work for anybody if you got a different type of mask. Any of these masks that have the ties, what I like doing is to feed this through. By the way, these ties are basically, it's kind of like a shoestring is what it seems like. I do like the fact that it's not open on the end, so it won't get frayed. It's like a traditional shoestring ending. But what you can do is to feed this through, So like this. So then you don't have to worry about tying it. You can just cinch it up instead. So if I put this back on, so now I can get it in place and just cinch this up in the back instead of having to worry about doing some sort of tie and getting it in a knot. So I do think I will be wearing this one when I go to school. So this one's a little bit longer. So this one fits my beard well. Don't really have any issues with it. All right, so that's the second style. All right, and then the third style, and this is the longer of the three that she sent me. So it's for a little bit longer beard. So it's a little bit long for mine. So this is getting into the, I guess if you have a 4 to 6 inch beard probably would work on this particular one. But like I said, she consults with you so you can tell her exactly what you're looking for. This one's more the traditional old-timey surgeon's mask. It's got ties on the top and the bottom. So it's got 2 different shoestrings on it, I think. No, 1 shoestring, but it goes across the top and the bottom. Okay, so you put this one in place and then you can tie it up at the top. All right, and this is good if you're wearing a hat, you've got any kind of head covering, a turban, any of that stuff will give you really a lot of options there. If you're a lady and you've got really long hair going on, or you wear it up in a bun or something like that. And then the one at the bottom you can tie. Once again, the one at the bottom, you may want to put one of those little cinching things. And it may work for the one at the top as well, because it's a lot of tying stuff back and forth. All right, so these are more of a long term. You're wearing this for a couple hours without taking a lot of break. But if you do take a break, you can just untie it and just let it hang and leave the bottom one tied. It's a really good option. They're really comfortable and they are breathable. It gives me room for my mustache doesn't go in my mouth. The extra material at the bottom that kind of wraps under your chin, that actually helps keep everything from pressing in on your nose and on your mouth and your mustache and all of that. I've had one similar to this with the nose clip. That's the really thin wire. That's what this one is. I actually think she could go up a gauge on the wire. Usually I like the ones with a little bit thicker nose wire, is a little bit more comfortable. And then also on the surgical style, if you can make this a little bit longer and put the little plastic tab, that'll be a little bit more customizable for the person who gets it. And then the other thing would be to possibly add in one of these little cinching plastic buttons instead of having to tie it every single time. So a few things there that you might could tweak. But other than that, it's well worth a try. You take a look at some of the pictures and that kind of stuff. So like I said, very customizable. You get your own kind of consultation with Tippy before you order. You can have it with tax and shipping and everything else is $18.70 right now. So it's a good thing to try out. I would definitely recommend it, and I'm definitely going to use this style for me when I go back to work. I wore it several times. I like the first one too. It's just a little bit short, but I can make do with it. But anyway, let me know, guys, if these sound interesting for you. Like I said, I've never seen a particular attachment like this with the shoestring. That one goes around and then you tie the shoestring at the bottom. So that's all one piece. So kind of interesting there. They are machine washable, so lots of different options for you guys there. So check it out. Tell Tippy I sent you, and if you use that code, the link below, you're going to get a 15% off automatically, and it's Banjo 15. So she's going to know that I sent you. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.